Here are the goods.
It's got slightly better body than the other topless Thrifter.
I thought you were going to say than me. So we're all wrapped up in a beautiful bag, just in case you're in any doubt. All the good stuff's not for sale today. So here we are at the Benjamin Foundation, just on the outskirts of Norwich. We've not been to this store before, so fingers crossed. It'll be good. It looks like it's a big one. So come on in, let's see what we can find. We actually had a message, didn't we, from the Derham Benjamin Foundation store, and that people had seen our video and told them all about it. So we've been into a few of their stores before. That's a lovely look. Probably just new. Yeah, made it's from Tiger, I think.
Oh,
Quite nice with that drippy glaze on it.
and a big chip.
Or has it got a big chunk out of it? Haven't they always? All the good stuff's not for sale today. There's another wicker kind of waste paper basket planter over there, just not for sale. No price on that one either. It's a little bit here and there. It's a bit kind of unraveling in various places. So the thing with these, they need to be perfect really to bother.
Well.
Yeah, so that's a shame. Oh well, a new store, quite a lot of furniture. Everything we wanted is not for sale. So we move on to the next one. So we've had a wander a slightly different way. We've never been down this little, we walked along here by the river. We've never been down there before. And we've just crossed over here. I think this is possibly St Crispin's Bridge. This old brewery behind us, a lovely old shop. And we're very close to a church. We're just trying to get our bearings as to where we are in Norwich. We've been to Norwich like a million times. We can't quite work out where we are. We're very close to the centre and very close to some more thrift shops. So let's take a look. So we know where we are now. We've got our bearings. So at the top of the road, you're right into the centre of Norwich. So these are in perfect location. Make a note, Terry, for the future. If we win the lottery, we'll buy a little Muse house in the middle of Norwich.
I want one.
You want one?
A Muse house on the river.
You can't have one. So we're going to literally head just around the corner up here. There's about 2 or 3 charity stores. So we'll take you along with us and see what we can find. So let's take a look at some Gregory's Antiques and Collectibles. They usually got loads of cool stuff in here. So let's have a look. So what have we got, Tal?
75 vintage Dickies overalls. Look at these.
Are they going to be too long for you? They're going to swamp you. So how cool is this art glass? Look at the colour on it, and the shape is so cool. Like a flame or something almost, isn't it? £30 down from 65, and that's quite cool. This bamboo Silvac vase, it's in really good condition. There's the little Silvac stamp made in England. £30. So look at this. This is cool. Big tablecloth. Yeah. Big, like a whole bedspread. For 20.
It's good, isn't it?
It's just like I'm tucked up in bed, look.
A lovely design with this. It's almost like, that is like bamboo, but I can't think what you'd have with the flowers, but it's just really nice.
Artistic
colours.
license, maybe.
With this lovely fringing.
Yeah, really cool. I love the teak bowls. They're just so cool and simple.
We've got quite a few left. So
we have, yeah. So we'll see if we sell some at the weekend. Oh, look what I've just spotted up here. The glaze on that is so cool. The thick lava glaze.
And we don't normally go for red, but that's
There's
actually
your marks.
really lovely with the.
So that's down from 60 to 30. So I don't know whether we can make that work or not, but I do love it. It's a lovely shape with this handle, and I love the texture. And I don't mind the red because it's not too in your face.
No.
Do you remember the troll dolls when we were little children? These were all the thing in the 90s. We've got Mexican trolls, we've got pirate trolls, skiing trolls.
The faces are ridiculous. Look at this one.
So we're suckers for a little swan planter, and this one from Silvac is £10. It's in really great condition, but whether we can get any more money for that, I'm not sure. I found another one. Let's have a look. That has to be West German. It's got the little design number stamped on it. So that one is now £40. It's got a chip there. It's the tiniest little chip, but the actual glaze on it is really unusual. It's got like a verdigris. And there's that little table we saw last time, which we didn't
the little
buy.
bamboo table in there, yeah.
I don't know why we didn't buy that, but we didn't.
I think we just thought we'd got enough.
And we have got quite a bit of wicker stuff to.
Maybe it was too much.
And with our new decision not to sell loads of bulky furniture because of transporting it in the van, I think that was probably a good decision, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, you found another one. That's very nice.
I have found another one. This one is 20, down from 30, I think. This tag is difficult to read, but I think that's what they're saying. So anyway, it's a Zurich vase. Still got the little sticker on. Look, Zurich ceramics, made in West Germany. So you don't often see them with a sticker. And in the sunlight, doesn't it look cool?
Yeah, that seems quite good for 20, I think.
Cool.
Yay!
Success! Haha! Wicker mirror is £28.
A nice piece.
It'll be a bit rickety for us to buy it, but it's quite cool. And then when you sit your West German vase on the retro coffee table, it doesn't quite go, but it kind of is the same era.
Yeah, but it's just...
We saw this last time. It's pretty cool, actually. £245 now. Oh! Vintage... Ow! Oh. Ow! Ow! So this is called Vintage Medical Trolley. Look, £60 down from 95. They're saying use it for a bathroom towel rack, something like that, which you could well do. It's lovely. Isn't that nice? All the texture on the outside as well. Oh, there we go. Bless you, Terry.
I was trying to hold it so it finished.
Don't worry, we'll continue. We'll just pretend it never happened. So £22. It's got a chip in the base, which is a real shame. But signed by the artist. Marion, maybe?
Marion, I think.
But I thought as a statement piece, it's quite nice. And whether because it's chipped on the base, that matters too much. But maybe we'll have to leave it. Because as Stephen Piner would say, if it's chipped, it is not selling. And he's been doing it for a long time, so he would know. Look at this set, just under here.
Oh, that's cool, isn't
Oh,
it?
sorry about the squeak.
Gazzini.
Yeah, Gazzini. So that's an Italian company that does, they're still going, I think, making lots of plastic furniture and stuff. They do a lot of trays and things like that. Things like this, really. Cruet set, £45. I don't know how old it is. It may not be old, but quite cool. I quite like that one in a way because it's in those different, almost like very neutral colours. £34.
Well, I think it's quite dark in this little corner, whereas in a nice light.
All lit on a windowsill with flowers is quite nice. 34 though, it's quite a common shape. I've not really seen it a lot in this colourway, but I wonder whether
A lot
that
of
would
people
be
like
worth
whites and creams and.
So whether that's worth a punt.
Oh, yeah, so we brought it into
So
the
we
light.
brought it into the light, and actually,
It's even nicer out.
it's beautiful. I'm just so paranoid about chips and cracks and things now. I always like to look it over a million times, but that seems good to me. So we'll see if we can get it for a slightly better price. Just needs a clean up. And it's nice, isn't it? Like it. Wow, look at the colours on that. Brown and blue. Amazing in the light, that blue, isn't it?
And then it
Like an electric blue.
also has some sort of teal all around the edge of that. Look.
Oh yeah, I can see like a sea glassy colour. And so underneath, made in Germany, I think. GDR, maybe this is East German. Let me have a proper look.
It has got a slightly different look about it.
I think that's made in the GDR, which one of our viewers was watching and saying, we're always going on about West German pottery, what about East German pottery? So I wonder if that might be an example of that. So it's £22, so I'm not sure. And I think it's got a slight chip on the top where they've just painted it in. So, but that's interesting. That might be our first example of East German pottery. Well, that was good. I've not got them in my arms because they're wrapping them up for me, but those two West German vases for 45, which I think is a pretty good deal. So we're going to go and get some cash, and then we'll come back and pick those up on the way back. But maybe in the meantime, we'll go to a few thrift shops and see what we can find. What do you think? Good plan?
Let's do it.
It's always cool, the vintage and retro version of Sue Ryder, so we'll see what they've got today. How cool is that? It's a proper shell suit from 90s, I suppose, 80s, 90s, £36. They know it's a cool piece. We used to have shell suits when we were growing up, actually. Adidas, love it. Should we go for that one? No. Beautifully displayed in here. It's always nice when you come in a vintage one where they've kind of they know what they've got and they've kind of curated it. It's quite nice, isn't it?
Some more of the vintage Tupperware.
Yeah, we love a bit of vintage Tupperware. And all colour coded so you can style your house up.
And on a creaky board.
It's never good to stand on a creaky board. It's a fabulous yellow jug for £10. That's really cool.
I've seen something cool at the bottom.
Have you? Oh my goodness. Abandon the yellow jug.
It's very nice, but...
Let me work my way down, see if I can spot it.
It's in a Mexican.
Do you know it? Oh no. I've just spotted it's got a chipped foot. And also, I think the chip is in the... That's only just happened, I bet. It's gone for 50 or 60 years. So this is Jersey pottery, yeah, there you go. Chipped foot. Oh, the agonies of it.
I think you could fix it, but I mean, it's not the same really.
I mean, obviously you could glue it on if it was just for us, but the legs are so triangular, aren't they? And
but
so
when you look
angular.
how that's gone on.
You perhaps wouldn't really notice it.
No.
For resale, no,
things up.
because it's crazed a little anyway. So we've got quite a collection of this going on. We've got the little 3-section herb planter. We've got a couple of these little ones similar to this, but with the Mexican laying down. I've not seen this one before. What would you guys do? Would you buy it? You might even do it for a little bit less.
For a bit less because it's broken. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I love it. But we don't normally ask for a reduction in the charity shop because it is broken, and we could do a little repair.
Maybe they will say yes.
Do you want a big spoon?
I always like a big spoon. What a shame, the little Mexican. They still want £10 for him with a massive chip off his foot. We were told he would have been at least double the price if he was perfect, which might be true. But with a chipped foot, he's kind of worthless almost. We just wanted him for ourselves to put in the camper van or in the house or something. But yeah, £10 for a chipped up piece of Jersey pottery, I think, is too much. So what do you think? Put a comment down below and let us know whether we should have just gone for it for £10 and whether or not the pricing strategy in certain places is slightly random. What do you think? It's interesting, isn't it? A little bit of a debate to be had maybe in the comment section. Okay, so let's have a look in the British Heart Foundation. What a gorgeous day again. It's quite cool for £10, in nice condition. This little kind of cream liner and little gold knob on it. Let's have a look. Insulex, made in England. Made by Salter. Oh, there you go. Just in case you're in any doubt. It's in beautiful condition. Quite like that. We haven't really got anything quite like an ice bucket at the moment, so so nothing in there today apart from that cool ice bucket, but maybe a bit too much money. But don't fear, because just over the road here we've got Age UK, so we'll see. Oh, and a cancer research, but that might be closed. Let's have a look. Yeah, the shutters are across, but Age UK is open, so this is quite a big store actually. So let's see what they've got in here. I tell you what, I did just spot as I was about to go in, Mr. Motivator's BLT workout, bums, legs and tums, from 1990s breakfast television, Mr. Motivator. I think he's called Derek.
As well, they're all in the window.
And Davina. We've got the works, the whole gamut of eras of workout DVDs. I don't even know if they're a thing now. So this, if you feel it, is actually got a brick inside. And someone has created this like 1990s monstrosity of a sofa made around a brick. Not really sure what that was for. Probably a doorstop.
I hope the maker doesn't see this.
How much? I thought it said £20. £2.99. You tempted?
Absolutely not.
So I found your little mug for your collection. So it's got a donkey on one side and Canberra Sands on the other, which I think is Butlins, isn't it? On the south coast? Because I think it's just closed down. Or Pontins, one of the two. They're cool. Set of two, you've got coffee. So you think, what's the other one going to be? Probably sugar, tea. It's salt.
Random.
So not really a set exactly.
No.
So they have got a little stamp underneath. Tremar pottery, with little wooden lids. They're quite sweet, really. If you had a whole proper set, it'd be good.
And they're quite expensive.
I know, more harvestware. Yeah, that's sweet, isn't it? We saw a lovely little ice bucket the other day in Woodbridge, which had lovely texture on. This
Yeah,
is
this one's very similar.
the handle's almost not as nice as the actual piece. Then inside it's got that, presumably to stop. I don't know what that's for, the metal piece. But yeah, $3.49. Quite a nice little size to go on your bar. Okay, so nothing in there. We were tempted by the Mr. Motivator workout DVD, actually workout video, so it shows you how old it is. But we haven't got a video player. So for the All Saints Antique Centre, I don't know if I've even ever noticed this here.
No.
So we'll have a quick look in here, somewhere different to take you guys.
Interesting, it's in another old church.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? They
Yeah.
kind of repurpose them, don't they, I suppose, because people aren't using them for their original purpose. So let's have a look. So this is not our kind of thing at all, but it's from the 1950s, a Capi di Monte piece of these quite young guys, it seems, playing cards and things, smoking cigarettes, £270. But
Fun, isn't
have you spotted the missing hand?
Oh.
It's a shame. He probably had the winning hand in there, and the whole hand, including his hand, snapped off. Quite quirky, really. So we have this kind of debate, don't we, about ashtrays and whether there's something to buy or not as a decorative trinket dish nowadays. This one is 10, maybe 16. Pool pottery, cool colours and things. It's just whether people, I mean, obviously some people still smoke, so they might want to still have an ashtray, but generally you think, are they saleable now? This little candle holder's quite sweet. Look. This is Studio Pottery, £12.
Almost like a boat or a shoe.
Or a shoe or a genie in the lamp type shape.
Something like that.
And then also, just on this other end here, whether this is Silvac or no, is it hand?
Is it?
No, I think it's something from Holland, something craft. So Dutch, quite a nice kind of colour to it. Lovely Dutch 1930s by Geoffrey Holland. How much do we think? £30. Lovely colour. Quite like that. It's too much for us, I think, but quite nice. Nice to see different things as well. A little secret room with lots of nice things. Not our style, a lot of them. Thought this was lovely. Very chunky, heavy kind of studio pottery picture. Nice texture to it. £34. Quite nice.
Yeah. It's a lovely thing.
A lovely thing, that's a good one.
I was trying not to say nice.
I know you were. I could tell. I could tell.
Retraining.
A lovely thing. That's a good way of saying it, yeah. But yeah, really quirky little antique place. So definitely worth a visit if you're in Norwich city centre. And if you're a horse lover, look at this, an Italian porcelain horse for 180. Look at the mane on it and things. Lots of detail. And an elephant, very statuesque in the background for 320. Now Laura Caldwell, she buys a lot of this tramp art, yeah. And I just spotted a piece in there actually, which maybe we'll go back to. It's like a religious cross. This is a little lined jewellery box, but it's quite interesting. I don't know what the history of tramp art is. We'll have to have a look into it, but
we've seen her buying.
Yeah, we have. And then if we
got a little bit of damage there.
Oh, I see, a little piece missing.
Again, is that a problem?
70.
70.
Let me just take you back into here. They've got this Jesus on the cross in the background, again in tramp art, which is not sure how much it is. Not sure how much it is. I can't quite see. So you've got this tramp art Jesus on the cross.
Big piece.
Big piece. You wonder if it's original to the church here. Oh, there's two of them.
Oh yeah, that one's
That's easier to see.
the detail.
It's interesting. I wonder how they kind of make them and what the idea of it is.
Answers on a postcard.
Answers on a postcard, please. Maybe Laura Coldwell will let us know because she does love it. West German porcelain. Look at this.
Wow.
£45. Swine vase, they call it. I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that seems good.
And the one next to it, which looks, because it's got that mat, I wonder if it's like a Kaiser or Heinrich of Germany, white brutalist art vase, 45, which again I think is a pretty good price.
Yeah, they seem quite good.
Let me see if I can get him out. Gosh, wish me luck, everybody. I just feel that needs to come out and be seen.
Wow, it's such an amazing piece.
Imagine that for 45.
Well,
I mean, it's slightly nibbled, I think. That might just be part of the texture. I think it's got a slight nibble in it.
a little tiny one.
And there's the little mark, look. It's pretty special, 1970s. Let's pop them two together there so you can just kind of see them close together.
Just appreciate that. Yeah, they seem so unusual. I've never seen any like it either. Only in magazines.
Yeah, they seem very much worth it.
Well, again, they might do a deal for two.
They might do. So that would be 90 for the two as we stand. So if you could get them for less.
I wonder if they do 35 each.
Terry, you're a hard bargainer. There is one higher there as well. There's two. I think maybe we'd have to leave that one.
Oh my God.
We'll pop that one back.
While Tom's doing a bit of Google imaging, I would just take you over here. 1960s Borgstrom. That has the deer, green bamboo vase, £30. I love it. How cool is that? Bamboo and glass. All of these glasses together are all very nice. I love the deep base of that one, and it's got some sort of design right in the bottom. Oh, like a stamp in, which gives this lovely texture at the bottom. Isn't that great? £35 is another one. Board 18. So delicate, but beautiful colour. Oh, and there's a lovely one in the background. This is a great little stall. There's sunflowers.
You've got some nice things over there, Terry. I'm just doing a bit of research on this, and I think it probably is worth that. So if we could get it for a bit less and then mark it up, it would be worth it, if you see what I mean. Because you can see similar ones online which are smaller. This one, for example, is 20 centimeters, which is like that. A much smaller version for 67 on Etsy, for example.
Yeah,
so I think it's probably worth a go. We'll see if we can get a better price. And what have you been finding over there?
This beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful, isn't it?
£28.
Wow, that's gorgeous. With like sunflowers, I suppose.
It's just a lovely design. You've got
And
the little markers.
Is it Brigland pottery?
Stamp.
I think we've seen some Brigland pottery around. So how much is that? 28.
That's, you know, what it's worth, or a bit. It could
Maybe.
be more, but not much, unfortunately.
You'd have to get that for less,
that.
probably. Yeah, it's really nice, and the glass is lovely.
I know.
I was overhearing you in the background saying about all the lovely glass.
Look, this is lovely. Ford 18, so delicate.
Yeah.
Lovely shape. And
The
then
bamboo one.
Bamboo Ford.
I think Ford might be the seller. Yeah.
Yeah.
And always checking for chips.
You can tell Tom's been caught out 3 times, I think, now. Normally when I've not been with him, actually.
Yes. Well, there we go. This is lovely. Probably just a handmade piece because you can see it's in sections. You can feel the join. So it's just been turned. Cly Harbour.
Cly Harbour.
So that must be a store in Cly, is it? I don't know.
Probably.
Cly is near to us in Norfolk, if this is the same Cly.
It says handmade, yeah.
Lovely wooden bowl, £24.
It's very nice.
isn't it?
And I love this for the bird.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
I love Batman and Robin in a different way. The little cereal bowl. I bet some little boy loved that. Let's see how much the bird on the branch is. £22 or deco vase. Look at this ashtray, Norwegian mid-century pottery ashtray by T.S. Eckhoff. What a cool shape. That's one of the things you perhaps wouldn't register that it was an ashtray because it's not circular with 3 cigarette sections. Obviously this is where you put the cigarettes.
The design of it.
It's just like a bird or something, isn't it? So that one is how much? 28. Little tiny, I think that's not a chip as such, I think that's just in the making. But yeah, quite an unusual shape.
That's really unusual. I don't like that vase just under your arm.
I'm just very casually wandering around with this valuable vase. Down a step, whoop. I'm not even going to joke about it. I'm not even going to joke about it. That's nice for 14. We've sold it quite well, virtually all of the cane. We sold all the mirrors went, we sold cane chairs, furniture, mirrors, various bits and bobs, wine racks. So we're looking for small little pieces. So I think for 14, let's have a look on the back.
Again, if we might do a little bit on that. So
yeah, well,
with the vase as well. Put that on the
smile. Yeah, that's good. Oh.
I'm getting into a real dealer here.
Is it the same dealer? No. We'll keep hold of it.
Damn it. We have a hunk here. This brings another level to topless thrifter.
Oh my goodness.
He's got slightly better body than the other topless thrifter.
I thought you were going to say than me.
Well,
if you turn around immediately, you look behind you.
Which way do you want me to go?
Let's go that way.
What?
There's loads. I can see loads of
there might be something
missing. No, there's not.
You've only just walked in.
No,
He's been distracted by
a whole selection of West German. There's lots of glassware. What I'd spotted in here actually was this Ravenhead glass and things like that.
All lovely.
Lots of luminarc and things. There's some nice things. So they're more traditional. This one's particularly nice with the orange. This one is 44. How cool is that? And there's your...
It's lovely because the bottom is bright orange.
Oh, is it?
Which is quite unusual.
Oh, I love it. So what did I say? £44 for that one. This one's 55. I'm not so keen on that.
No, not so keen on the colours. All the shapes too traditional, really.
That's because of the shine on that and the brightness of it. But also at the back here, there's more, I think. So they've got these ones here. We've just bought a very similar one to this. Same pattern, I think, pretty much. In a different colour, which we mustn't forget to pick up. £38 on that one. So I think the one we got was a good deal, really. Ours, I think, is a bit more unusual. That's lovely in the background as well, with the red and the yellow and the green. So that one, 98. So because it's that big statement type piece, they have that higher value, really. That's Denby, interestingly. And I thought this was quite cool. £38 for this. They've just called this lovely vase.
That sounds like one of our sayings.
It does. Lovely.
Lovely vase.
Look at this cute little thing, like the little shot glasses in a little stand.
With those little stars of cars again.
That kind of atomic look to it. How much is that? £28, vintage shot glass and holder. Yeah, really cool. I want to be careful not to break all the 6 by tipping it upside down. Just spotted another West German here, which is just almost camouflaged in the corner. Not quite my favourite ever kind of glaze, but I think we've seen a lot of West German today. Everyone's so relieved because we haven't seen it for a little while, and we've not been talking about it for a while. Okay. Oh, that's good. So we're all wrapped up in a beautiful bag, the mirror and the vase. How exciting. So if you're in Norwich city centre near to John Lewis, then pay him a visit. Okay, so look what we've just spotted, another charity shop. So the charity shops haven't really given us much today. It's all been the antique centres, so maybe the Samaritans will be different. Yeah, so beautifully displayed, all of these. It's almost like they've had a major donation of a bird collection, which they probably have, but it's beautifully set out, isn't it? That's nice. Langley, which was the kind of precursor, like we said, to Denby.
Oh, that's nice.
It's quite scratched. You can probably just make it out. I don't know if you can on the camera, but it's quite
No,
scratched.
not
It's had
really.
1,000 meals on it. So the actual pattern is quite worn, but
Yeah,
not,
that's
it's only a fiver, so it's quite nice. Diana, just for your tally.
Mhm.
These beautiful little kind of dessert dishes. How much are they? Can I get the price without? They're 3 for 15. They're so fine.
Good luck getting them to market, like the little glass animals.
I know. Look how fine. You can just see how fine they are. Look. I mean, if you even began to eat an ice cream out of there or something, you'd
Except with your spoon in the wrong way.
I know. Smash. Oh, shame. So the final charity shop of the day, still no bargains. So it's all about the antiques and collectibles places and trying to get a good price for key pieces, which then draw people into your store. That's the plan. So we're going to do a little bit of other shopping, which you won't be interested in. Then we're going to pick up the other bits from the St. Gregory's Antiques. Then we're going to head back to the van. So here we go. Here are the goods.
Let's get back to the van.
Yeah, let's get back to the van.